Okay, so I'm standing here making myself some waffles with peanut butter and syrup for breakfast. And as I'm standing here, hey look, there they are. They're standing there waiting on me, hoping to get a bite. They know if I'm at the island that more than likely I'm going to drop something to them. I usually do, you know. Sometimes I don't, but anyway. I got to thinking as I'm sitting here, Sarah was over here standing where Dylan was, so patiently waiting for me, just hoping something would drop down to her. And it hit me as I'm sitting here thinking of that, and I'm going, well, maybe I will, maybe I won't, because how much effort do I want to put into this, because I'm ready to eat. And I got to thinking, I'm like, she knows that she's going to get something if she's here with me at the island, because this is the source of treats. This is where the blessing comes from. And I'm tending to be very generous with that when I'm here at the island. And she knows that. Both of them do. Dylan's still here. Sarah got kind of tired of waiting on me. So anyway, as I'm sitting here watching the dogs and talking to the Lord about this situation and just pondering, and he says, it's like this with me. If you're with me, you get the extra blessing, basically. Because when I'm not at the island, or if the dogs aren't over here to me when I'm at the island, I don't go seek them out to give them a blessing or an extra blessing. I don't give them an extra treat that they typically wouldn't get unless they're at the island. Sometimes I do, but not very often. They're more likely to get the extra treat because they're sitting here with me. And God is the same way. I think we get the extra blessings. We get the things that we would miss out on typically when we take time to sit here and be with him. And yeah, I walked over to the table to grab the bread that I wanted to use for the little peanut butter treats that I'm going to give them, peanut butter sandwich bites that I'm going to give them. And when I walked over there, Sarah walked over there with me. She knows to stay next to me because wherever I'm at, she may get that treat because I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the island, at the island. So she follows me to the table, and she's waiting patiently. And I turn around and come back to the island to put the peanut butter on the bread. And she stays over at the table. And she, you know, is waiting and waiting and waiting because she thinks that's where her treat was going to come from. She heard the bag rattle. She just knows that's where the treat is going to be at. So she stands there waiting on me. Meanwhile, I'm over here. And I'm waiting for her to come join me over here to get her treat. And again, I was reminded of how we are so much like that in our relationship with God. God says we're here with him. We know we're going to get blessed by being with him, and we're going to receive from him whatever good thing he has waiting for, or any good thing he has to give us if we just stay right here and wait on him. And meanwhile, we're over at the table waiting on him to come give us the blessing. And he's like, no, I have the blessing for you. Yes, I want to give you the blessing, but you have to come over here to this point to receive the blessing. This is where I want to give you the blessing at. So our timing and our plans are not God's plans. They are his. And if we pay attention to him and stay tuned to him, we will indeed receive the blessing. And it's not always going to be at the point we thought we were going to get it, or at the point we thought we should have gotten it, because that's where we typically would have gotten it. But God says, no. Come here and receive the blessing. This is where I have arranged it for you. And I paused for a second, just like that. As soon as I said come, because they're tuned to my voice and they're listening and waiting, and I am in the place of blessing, they immediately came. Hey, Sarah, you want to sit? Sit. Good girl. Sit. Good boy. And because they listened, and because they waited, and they were so patient, they were able to receive the blessing they wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Because the analogy is so perfect for our relationship with God. They've gotten a taste of how good the treat was, and she's, sticking around waiting for more, licking her chops, anxious for more because it was so good. The blessing was so good. And she knows that I'm generous with them. She knows that if she sticks by, she's likely to get more. And he's walked over to the dog bowl, but he's waiting to see. He's not quite ready to walk away. He thinks I'm done, but he's not sure. So he sticks around waiting for the more outpouring of blessings. And this is how we are with God. When we get a taste of God and we get a taste of that love that Jesus has for us, and the outpouring of that love and that blessing that comes from that love, we tend to stick around and wait for more. We don't want to. We're not quite ready to walk away. Dylan is, but and eventually, if we don't stick around and pursue it, then we do walk away. But look, and he comes back for more, seeking and searching out for more. And I'm going to give it to him. Why? Because this is what our Father does with us. When we seek and search him out for more, he blesses us with more. So, and my dogs know this because they've gotten used to that. But this so much reminds me of our relationship and our pursuit of Christ.